Hey, what's up, Vault Dwellers? This is Ajax, once again, saying hello to you, and welcoming you to join me as I go wipe out a bunch of dudes who decided to ambush me, and prove that that was a huge mistake. So, these holdouts of the Enclave, you know, just because I got a suit of armor. Yo, Von Kraft, what's up? It has been a long ass time. How you been? Hope all is well. What is hidden over here? Funkcraft says, funny enough, playing Fallout 3. Not a surprise. Ever since the Fallout TV show, the numbers of people playing all of the Fallout games is astronomical. Like, oh shit! Fuck you, laser turret! Oh, good. Smart. Attack the laser gun with no ammo. That was genius. But anyway, as I was trying to say, the numbers have been in the millions. For people playing all of the games. Like, it's not even... Oops. Yeah, like millions. Like, literally playing Fallout 3, Fallout 4, the first two Fallout games, playing Las Vegas, even playing Fallout Tactics. I think there was like 100,000 people on... or higher on Fallout 76 at one time, which... You know, they haven't seen that kind of turnout playing the games in absolutely forever. Alright, so I think we'll replace the shotgun with the combat rifle. Von Graff says, to be honest, it's because my friend is obsessed with New Vegas, which I don't like. And I know Fallout 3 was pretty successful, so I wanted to try something similar with a different story. New Vegas, I think, has the best story of all of the games. Now, that's best overall story. Gameplay and all that's way different, obviously, but... Oh, that's so much better than the shotgun. There you go. Alright. But, I mean, obviously personal tastes are always going to dictate what games people enjoy. Like I was just saying to a friend of mine the other day, like I wish that there was a current generation remake, or, you know, remaster of Fallout 3 and New Vegas. And would have been awesome too if they added a little extra stuff to it, if they were to, you know, pull that off. So what do we have here? And for those unaware, I am basically role-playing right now. I've played Fallout 4 beginning to end a ridiculous number of times, so if anybody hears me saying what's in here and what's going on, like, I know what's going on. I'm just playing. So Vodcraft says, I started with 4, so when I think of Fallout, I think of vaults and being exposed to a whole new world and taking that role in it as someone who has no idea what they're doing. In New Vegas, you're a mailman. No disrespect to New Vegas, just not what I expected. Alright, so that's fair. It's tough to go backwards, basically, in a series. I don't think I can do that.
No way I'm cracking this.
Nope. No way I'm cracking that. But I could possibly crack this.
Got it.
That was hardly worth it. But ammo is ammo. I tend to go through it pretty quickly, so... And actually, there is stuff in Fallout 4 that I've not experienced yet because they did add stuff to the game, so... As part of their next-gen version of the game, it's included some interesting new missions and whatnot, and yeah, those guys, I don't know if I'm ready to deal with them yet. So let's just go the long way around. For instance, I currently hunting down the remnants of the Enclave. What is that? Voncar says, hey, so I've been thinking about getting a PS5 so I could play Bloodborne and Demon Souls. Got any opinion about PlayStation? Because I've been Xbox my whole life. Well, I mean, I'm playing on PS5 right now. Personally, I don't buy into the tribalism of consoles versus PC. Like, I think that's kind of dumb at this stage of the game. Like, I personally really like PlayStation. I've had every console that they've put out in terms of like their base thing. I've had PlayStation, PS2, PS3, PS4, now PS5, and I thoroughly enjoy it. I love my PS5, so if you've got the money to go get a PS5 to play games that are exclusive to it, then hey man, go for it. 100% worth it. I mean, it is a powerful machine. What have we here? Hi, how's it going?
Welcome to the Slum. We're the only tarberry bog in the Commonwealth. So what do you think of the place?
It's interesting.
The Slog? How'd you come up with that name?
We didn't. It was the caravan traders who started that. I started this place a few years back, but couldn't think of a name for it. Then one day, one of the traders pulls up after it's been raining for hours and says he's never had to slog through so much mud in his life. I asked him if it was worth it, and he said, for the best tarberries in the Commonwealth, it was definitely worth it. Working here is like a slog through the mud. It's tough going, and you'll get dirty doing it. But at the end of the day, it's worth it. You probably noticed it's only ghouls around here.
I did notice.
I lived in Diamond City until that rat bastard mayor threw me and all the other ghouls out. I decided that we ghouls should have a place where we could feel welcome, and that's mainly why I started up this farm.
Why did the mayor throw you out?
We're ugly. We turn feral and kill people. We gives the kids nightmares. All the usual stuff we get from you smoothskins. Now, it's true that there was one incident in Diamond City where a ghoul turned feral and someone got hurt. But I ask you this. How many humans have suddenly turned violent and killed someone? I've seen it more times than I care to admit. What if this place could be more than just a refuge for ghouls who aren't welcome elsewhere? What if it could also be an example of what we can do when we put our minds to something and work together? We want this to be a place that everyone looks forward to visiting, with smiling faces, good bargains, and great produce. Maybe we can make people take a second look, you know? Maybe then they'd see that we're not monsters.
Well, you know, it's funny. It's kind of right up my alley.
Anything I can do to help?
As a matter of fact, there is. We can't sell tarberries without traders, and trade caravans need safe roads. There's a gang of super mutants that's been preying on anyone who comes near their turf, including traders. It'd be a great help to us if you could take care of those brutes once and for all.
Oh, I love killing super mutants.
Do you know where they're coming from?
We have a pretty good idea. I hope you can find them and wipe them out.
Yeah. I think I'll do exactly that. At Breakheart Banks. Okay. But first, speaking of wiping people out, I got some Enclave assholes that we need to take care of. Somebody's got a suit of power armor. Whoa, what are they shooting at? Did he just kill a caravan worker? Seriously. I think that guy just killed a caravan Brahmin. Holy shit. I did not mean to back up into that.
I lost him.
What's the matter? Just break your precious little gun and can't fight me? Yeah, kiss my ass. He must have run out of ammo. Prick. Alright, dog meat, where'd the body go? The other dude I just blew away. There he is. And we gotta watch out for that laser turret that's still active. Because that is 100% gonna be an issue. Well, sorry, settlers, but you're dead, and I can put yourself to better use. Ah, son of a bitch. I was gonna try to shut it down, but... What? Where are you? What? What'd you find, boy? What? Where? What are you freaking out about? What did you find? Oh. Good find, boy. Good boy. Best boy. The theory that that dog meat's a robot. He's not a robot. Actually, it's funny because I was just watching a thing about this, and according to those who made the game, he's just a regular dog. That is honestly, there's nothing. He's not an android dog. He's not a fake dog or anything like that. He's just a regular dog. And that's part of it, is the fact that, like, just like your character, like, you're a person out of time, you know, like you're in this world that you don't really belong to. Well, dog meat is kind of the same way. Like, dog meat is your anchor to the real world, but dog meat doesn't really belong in this world either, because he's like a true, pure friend. He's, you know, loyal. He's always got your back, unlike anyone else that you encounter in the world. Alright, retrieval logs. Multiple sets of Hellfire power armor have been sighted in the AO. Recovery is of paramount importance. Additional notes: a local trader, deceased, has corroborated reports that a hooligan by the name of Pyro is in possession of Hellfire power armor. It's currently presumed that Pyro ambushed a deserter and took the armor for themselves. Retrieval operation to commence ASAP. I had a mission to kill Pyro, and I didn't know who that was, and now I know. Heavy incinerators are confirmed to be within the AO. Recovery is of paramount importance. Additional notes, a local trader has corroborated reports that a fanatic group named Forged are in possession of a heavy incinerator. Records indicate a misguided soldier, deceased, traded this weapon for local rations. Soldier has been proportionally disciplined. Retrieval operation to commence ASAP. Tesla cannon. Tesla cannons have confirmed to be within the AO. Recovery's priority. XO2 power armor. I got a set of that. A deserter who fled to the Commonwealth of Massachusetts was in possession of a set. Intelligence is working to identify possible locations. I believe I've already located that. Fusion cores. Recovery is high importance. Intelligence has identified the Commonwealth of Massachusetts as containing a significant number of fusion cores. Any fusion core should be retrieved when sighted. As per orders, any civilians found to be in possession of fusion cores are to be eliminated prior to the confiscation of said fusion cores. Yo! So if you had any idea whether or not the Enclave were good guys or bad guys, they suck. Plasma weaponry. High concentration of plasma weaponry within the AO. Recovery is of moderate importance. Additional notes, a local PMC named Gunners are in possession of an especially large quantity of plasma weapons. When tactical advantages present themselves, Gunner squads are to be destroyed and their weaponry confiscated. Survivors are to be hunted down and executed as per orders. Addendum. Brotherhood of Steel presence has been noted in the Commonwealth of Massachusetts. Though they will likely possess plasma weaponry, confrontation is to be avoided. Chicken shits. Fogcraft says, I go with funny power armor faction. I think the choice speaks for itself. Plasma cartridges. High concentration. Additional notes. A local PMC named Gunners are in possession, basically saying the same thing. Yeah, so same thing between plasma weaponry and cartridges. Orders. CO eyes only. Mission directive. Recovery of valuable equipment from non-authorized personnel. And this is so the crazy thing is, like, the Brotherhood of Steel basically out there, they're always looking for, technology and quote unquote modern technology and weapons. The Enclave is doing the same thing here. So, number 1, establish discrete encampment in AO and produce fortnightly reports to superiors regarding occurrences of note in the vicinity. 2, identify locations of missing equipment via reconnaissance, coercion, torture, or other known effective methods. 2B, on conclusion of interaction with general populace, dispose of them. 3, on identification of equipment location, initiate recovery and dispose of any witnesses. 4, upon successful recovery of equipment, return to field headquarters via homing beacon. Radio frequency enclosed in terminal. 5, relief squad scheduled in, redacted. Download, yeah. We'll take that. Because, they're in the glowing sea? Well, we are definitely not prepared to do that. Start the search from the edge of the glowing sea. Track the Enclave homing beacon within the glowing sea. Well, yeah, sure. Sounds like a wonderful idea, but, like I said, we're gonna wait on that. Because that's nothing but trouble. Alright, so the Museum of Witchcrafting is not that far away. But gonna kill some greenskins. Also gotta look for Jack Cabot. Alright, so Break heart banks. Right around the proverbial corner. Ooh, piece of candy. Lovecraft's asking, have you ever heard of a fantasy web series called The Wandering Inn? No. What's that on? Is that on YouTube or something? Or is that like an actual like series on Prime or Netflix or whatever? It's its own website and Audible completely free if you want to read it there. Oh, Serial, not series, Serial. I discovered it through Audible personally. Huh, I'll have to look that up. Appreciate the tip. You know what's really gross about these bloat flies? Is that they like literally like fire like maggots at you and they stick into your body. Which is just nasty. Like they're called bloat flies, but they remind me of actual bot flies. Listen here, Gutsy. Oh my god. Okay, great, but we got to get rid of this Assaultron. And I'm dead. Well then. Oh. Don't tell me. Okay. Fogcraft says, I don't know a whole lot about Fallout, so maybe you can help. Is 4 the only title that allows weapon modification? Like it's not in 3 or Vegas? It's been a long time since I played New Vegas or 3, but I don't remember. I don't remember there being weapon modification. Because I think that was definitely a... Like, that was definitely a thing about 4, was that you could modify your clothes, armor, guns, you know, general weapons. Like when 4 was first coming out, I remember that was a really big deal.
Scanners detecting sentient life. Quiet. Weapons free.
I love how that one bot fly decided to fly up in my face just to piss me off. Just to be an additional pain. Now. What were those damn robots guarding? Anything special? Not really. Tell you what, though. Running into a random assaultron is never fun. Nothing in here either. Watch out, dog meat. Oh. Quiet, boy. Von Cross says, is it explained where dog meat comes from? Nope. No, it's one of those things that basically they leave for the player to figure out. Like, that was definitely, you know, an intentional thing, was that they wanted dog meat to be his own little mystery, which I think is pretty cool. Oops. Alright, you know what? Fuck this guy. Get away from me, crazy mutant dog. Do you see my good boy holding on to that guy? Unfortunately, I just blew up my dog. But he's immortal, so... Alright. Von Cross says, I'm personally a fan of the Elder Scrolls method for skill leveling. Like, if I keep using a bow, I naturally get better at bows. Yeah, no, that's... I always like that. Okay. Alright, we'll just take everything here. Free crops, everybody. You poor bastards. So we can see it wasn't just the slog that was having problems with these particular super mutants.
Stay there. Come on.
Yeah, well, you ran in front of me, so I had to give you orders, I guess. And one thing you'll probably notice in Fallout 3 and Vegas, unlike Fallout 4, as you're collecting junk and whatnot, it's really not useful other than if you got to repair your weapons and whatnot. But you, Fallout 4 is when they really started, because they started doing the settlement function. It made it worth collecting junk more so than in the previous games. And that's obviously that's banking on whether or not you're into the whole settlement building thing. I personally enjoy it, but I know a lot of people that don't. Like, I've seen a lot of people that would just complain about it, being like, "Oh, I don't like settlement building. It's boring or whatever." And I also know I was going to say, I know that's not the only frag mine out here. Oh my God. It's a hell of a time to discover that there's a mine right below your feet. Romeo goes, "You want to know the real problem with settlement building? Preston Garvey." I mean, he just wants you to be aware that there's a settlement that needs our help. Just in case you haven't been paying attention. Ah, Preston. Preston and his gang look really weird, by the way, on my current playthrough. I don't know what mod affected everyone, but I have a... oh, yeah. Far Cry says it's like Far Cry 3's bulletin board, constantly reminded. Not for real. But I have a mod on here for making the Minutemen look appropriate according to their ranks. So they changed the way that Preston's dressed, and it's like he's got combat armor on and whatnot. He's not wearing his trademark hat. He looks weird. But along with that, like all the people like Mama Murphy and June and Marcy, like they're all wearing they were all originally wearing like nice, clean, brand new clothes. And then Abernathy Farm, same thing with the 3 Abernathy family members. They're all wearing like these brand new clothes. And I don't know if it's the same mod that affected them, because I don't know what I have working that did anything. But I've since given everybody like more broken down regular clothes, because that makes absolutely no sense to me. Why? First of all, why would a bunch of farmers at Abernathy Farm be wearing like pristine brand new clothing and then working the soil? That makes no sense. And 2, how would the survivors with Preston Garvey be wearing anything brand new if they're all on, they're constantly traveling? So Von Kraft says, I'm convinced Mama Murphy is the strongest Fallout character. Uh, there's a lot of theories about Mama Murphy, about her past, because there's things that she hints uh, about her past, and, like how you wouldn't believe that, she was once, like, really, more than just some old lady that, I mean, I couldn't tell you exact theories about like her specific origin, like ideas, but there's a lot of thought that she was like a really tough, important woman at some point, and that she could definitely fight, she could definitely handle a weapon. Like she's legitimately a badass, and it's not just some old lady who was hooked on Jet. Hey, guess what,
Those
wise
super
man?
mutants won't be bothering you again.
I guess you were the right person for the job, huh?
Damn right.
Thanks, friend. By the way, we've decided to support the Minutemen. We
Oh, yeah?
help each other if we want things to get better.
Very cool. I never mentioned the Minutemen, so that's a little strange. But hey. Okay, that's really annoying. I'm scrapping that just because it's in my way.
And over here.
Hello?
Oh, excuse me. Sorry. Sorry, didn't mean to ignore you. Just got caught up in my work again. So, what do you think? Nice, isn't she?
What is it?
What is that? Some kind of toy?
It's not just any toy. It's a genuine Giddy-Up Buttercup. The 2076 Special Edition. Best toy on the market before the war. It's a shame, though. I don't have all the parts to get this old girl working again. Don't suppose you happen to have a spare crate of toy parts on you?
Sorry, no.
Of course not. But... I think I know where you could find some. Not the most glamorous job, but I'm willing to pay. You interested?
Always.
How much?
How about, say...
100 caps.
150 caps.
Oh, 150, huh?
Sound good?
Come on. It's worth more to you than that.
All right. 225.
Alright, I'm not gonna push it.
All right, I'll do it.
Thanks. This really means a lot to me. There's only one place to look for parts like this. The old Automatoys factory, south of Quincy. Not gonna lie, it's at the far end of the Commonwealth. That whole area's a death trap. Gunners and worse. Even for you, it might be too much. But if you're ever down that way, don't forget about me. Now, where was I?
I don't know. You're playing with toys, I think. All right. Well, we'll do that, buddy. We'll help you out. Romeo says the reason the settlement stuff is a problem is you never really get settled. There's always a new problem, always a new settlement. You can't really focus. There's too many spinning plates. I agree with you. I do agree with you. Like I said, I very much enjoy the settlement building, but it is definitely an issue when it comes to, the fact that, yeah, you really can't just focus on one particular place. You are shuffling from spot to spot. But I think that's why, like for instance, in this particular playthrough, in terms of a role play, uh, I can do a little bit here and a little bit there. Right now, I'm only focusing on Sanctuary. I have other places that I can tool around with, but that's gonna be like long-term goals, nothing that I need to do all at once. And I'm not trying to build full settlements and whatnot everywhere. Um, like build things up into towns and stuff. Like the first time I played through this, definitely got caught up in trying to like make every single settlement like a full settlement, a full functioning settlement, and it does get overwhelming when you're trying to do too much, and especially when you're trying to build stuff and trying to come up with enough resources and materials to do it is not easy. All right, so what's next here? Should we head to the Museum of Witchcraft? Or talk to Jack Cabot? How far away is he? Oh yeah, the combat zone. They wanted me to check that out too. Let's go have a conversation with Jack. I mean, I could go to the Museum of Witchcraft, but nah. Don't really have a reason to, other than the fact that I heard about it and it's on my map. That's about it. There's also that pyro guy I need to take out. But he can also wait. It's not been long since I've been through here. How am I supposed to? I'm gonna have to swim. Guess what? Guess what, boy? Yep, we're gonna have to get our toes wet. Or maybe not. Okay, maybe I don't. Maybe I can just kind of skim along the side here. I also don't need my flashlight. Romeo says, "Yay, our skin gets to get tingly." Shit, you know what? It might. Oh, wait, no, there's a bridge. Maybe we can avoid the tingly skins. Oh, open up. I want that hat. Oh, I got the hat. Never mind. Wait. I didn't grab the hat. Did that just disappear? I don't know. Maybe I did grab it. I don't remember. Oh. Son of a bitch. No tingly skins as superpowers for us? Well, you never know. That's one thing about Fallout. There's always some kooky, crazy shit going on. Dog meat, where are you? Dog meat. Get over here, damn it. Superpowers, horrible mutation, same thing. Yeah, pretty much. Private property. Ah! I come in peace.
Authorized personnel only.
Okay, well, I was told to go here. What do you mean, go away?
Let me in. Edward Deegan asked me to come here.
Oh, it's you. Good. Come on in.
You dick. This guy invites me over here. Ah!
What is this place?
Better to let Jack answer that. Come on.
Rather
Jack,
pristine conditioned
you guys
house.
One moment. I just have to...
He'll be right with us.
Oh, damn. Clearly, I'll need to adjust the mixture. Hello. Welcome to Cabot House.
Yeah, hi.
Jack Cabot.
Hello, Jack. Ah, God damn it.
What is this place?
This is my ancestral home. The Cabots have always lived here, since long before the Great War. If you're asking what we're still doing here, with Boston in its current sad state, well, that's a story for another time, perhaps.
Uh-huh. Romeo says, I remember this. Yeah, this is a wild one.
Edward said you needed to talk to me before he hired me?
Yes, Edward finds it tiresome, but I always like to know personally everyone who works for me. Please, have a seat. How about a drink? Edward, the good bourbon, eh? Please, have a seat.
I was going to, and then you jumped in front of me. Well, I guess I'll sit here instead.
Now, before we get down to business, I have a question I like to ask all my new employees.
Is this really the time?
Don't interrupt, Edward. The question is this. Do you believe there is other intelligent life in the universe?
I don't think there's intelligent life here.
I'm not sure there's any intelligent life in the universe. At least not on this planet.
You joke, but make a good point. Say humans perish from the Earth, as they seem intent upon doing. Say thousands of years from now, a new civilization arose. What would they know of us?
You're implying there was a lost alien civilization on Earth in prehistoric times?
Yes, if by alien you mean a non-human precursor to the commonly understood founding cultures. Sumer, Egypt, Assyria.
Jack, can I tell him what I need him to do?
I'm sorry, Edward. I just get carried away sometimes. You're sending him to look for the missing shipment.
Yeah.
Well then, I'd better leave you to it. We'll talk more about this some other time, when things are less rushed. It isn't important now. Welcome to the family.
Okay.
All right, thanks, nerd. I mean, Jack.
Congratulations.
What was all that about?
Don't worry about it for now. That's part of the job, by the way. It's best to keep an open mind. Jack may be eccentric, but he's definitely not crazy. The job I got for you is simple. Jack owns a facility north of the city. There's an important package that went missing between there and here. I need you to track it down and bring it back to me. Any questions?
Yeah, what is it?
For starters, what's this package I'm looking for?
It's a metal case holding vials of serum.
You don't need to worry about what it is. Jack needs it for his research. That's all you need to know. You should start at Parsons State Insane Asylum. Don't let the name spook you. It's just a secure building that we're using. We think the courier got ambushed as he was leaving the place. The guards heard gunfire in the distance, but we don't know exactly what happened. Check in with Maria at Parsons. She's in charge of the security force there. She can point you in the right direction. You all set then?
Sure.
I'm out of here.
Good luck. Don't get killed on your first job.
Don't get killed, he says. Trying to send me on a wackadoo mission, and he says, don't get killed. Robert says, the courier? Oh no, Benny, get him. Now, he disappears after this mission, right? Because I always thought that he would be a cool, he'd be a cool companion, but even if not a companion, he'd be like a cool addition to like your settlement. Yeah, you can send certain people to your settlements. Like, I didn't know I had to. You don't remember Deegan? Ah. Aha. See, I thought so. I thought that was close to where I was at. Time to go back to this. Well, actually, hold on. Okay, I'm doing all right. He'd be a good guard in a settlement, a good caravan guard. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, he's one of those people who'd be cool to like add to one of your settlements. Is like, so something that if I could make Fallout 5, I would expand upon the settlement building system, and I would have roles. And I've talked about this in past streams, but like I would actually like to have an expansion on the types of roles that your settlers fill within your settlement. For instance, like you can assign people as it is right now as guards, people that are on guard defending your stuff. But like, I think that I'm going to pause it just in case I end up getting jumped by any aliens. Aliens. Oh my God. Cabot's in my brain. But like, let's just say, like I said, we're gonna stick to the security thing. You've got settlers that you can assign as guards, but what if you have certain settlers or someone like Edward Deegan, like who have a particularly high stats when it comes to combat, or if everybody had their own little like charts, like if you can see each person's stats, and like maybe some of their stats could be like combat skills, leadership, charisma, stuff like that, and things that would lean towards better assignments. So if you had Deegan and he had a good combat roles or leadership or whatever, you're like, well, maybe this guy I can assign as the person who's head of security for this particular settlement. And he would be the one in charge of those who are your guards, your security detail. And if that particular person is the right fit, a good fit for that role, well, that gives a bonus to your guard. So, like, let's say that raises your overall settlement defense, as well as each individual guard. Maybe it gives them some kind of a combat bonus. Like maybe their personal defense goes up, their personal attack percentages goes up, stuff like that. Because then you could really jump into finding people all through the map that you could send to your settlements that, you know, that are unique people. They're not just settlers. They're unique characters that is definitely going to make you want to explore more, you know, or cool characters like this that you only encounter during certain missions and then you don't really see them anymore. It's like, well, that's kind of a bummer, you know, like, that person was cool, but now that I'm finished with this little side mission, they're not important. And, you know, like, I'm never going to encounter them. I never need to deal with them anymore, you know. Black Romeo says, boost to the guards, and you also get notified less often because the guard you have can handle it. Yeah, correct. You know, like, yeah, you don't need to have Abernathy Farm is under attack. Like, if you've got the right people handling it, you don't need to race over to deal with it. Yeah, like that, like you said, right there would be such a perfect addition to it. Like, yeah, so because I had so-and-so running security in this place, they handled it. They might have gotten shot up a bit, but it wasn't as necessary for you to have to race to, you know, deal with it yourself. Like I said, there's so many cool characters. Who are they fighting? Oh, it's caravan guards. Yeah, these guys are tough. That Brahmin's name is Idiot. Who are you shooting at? Wait, where's Forged? Oh, there he is. Yeah, you're welcome, by the way. Romeo says, idiot is a scholar and a gentleman.
Let's do this.
Oh, hi. Aw, dick. You don't have a head anymore. Alright, now there's plenty more forged over that way, but we don't have to deal with them. So anyway, Romeo was saying you can hire like doctors or medics too, and they can keep guards and settlers healed up. Von Kraft says, I like that you can give Codsworth legs. Yeah, Romeo's, each head has their own degree. Yeah, with the robot DLC, like I could do all kinds of stuff to Codsworth. Uno momento. Sure. Okay, give me like 20 minutes or so. All right, I'm on a timer now. But yeah, like, all right. For instance, you got this guy Doc Weathers. All right, so you know he's a caravan guy. But what if you have a little side mission and you talk to Doc Weathers and he's got like, he's got this plan where he's Von Craft's going to crash. It's been a pleasure as always, Walt. Hey, yeah, good seeing you again, Von Craft. What was I saying? But yeah, like, let's say, I gotta try to find the least nasty crossing spot as possible. But, like, you could have, like, a little, obviously that wouldn't be for this game, but, like, for Fallout 5. So let's say you find someone like a Doc Weathers, and it turns out that they have an apprentice. Oh, hi. I mean, he's gonna be in the way. But like maybe something whereas Doc Weathers is still gonna continue to want to travel, you know, but his apprentice wants to settle in somewhere, and you could hire them. And here's another thing: actually have like some kind of a thing where it's like if you don't set up a store where they're personally able to make money at the store, like, and you're just hiring them on as your settlement doctor, then you've got to come up with the caps to pay them for them to continue to be effective and to continue to have the proper supplies and whatnot to do their job right. Okay, I don't want to fire and miss. And that's exactly what I did. I fired and I missed. Kiss my ass. Oh! Fuck off. Oops. Dead Deathclaw. Roman says you can either pay them caps. You know what's... Hold on. You can either pay them caps to get supplies, or you can give them supplies yourself. 100%. Yeah, Deathclaw and tap you like that in VR. Instant heart attack, dude. No kidding. Wait, I keep forgetting I have a silencer on this. Do you like the skin on my gun, by the way? It's an Enclave skin. But yeah, I think these are just little things that can really enrich the... Well, I know, autocorrect sucks, dude. It's so annoying. But I think things like that would really boost the whole role-playing experience and really enrich the entire settlement building experience. Like, you know, I think people that were complaining about the settlement building stuff, if you had this much more to do in the game, and again, it's all optional, but I think it would make it a hell of a lot more exciting, you know, like it would make it a lot more fun to be like, okay, I have a settlement and I could do all the stuff I used to be able to do, but now I have so much more direct control over putting a settlement together instead of it just being just random people bumping into each other, like, you know, like it is now. Hi.
Excuse me.
This place is off limits. You'd best move along.
I'm not moving along at all, so...
Edward Deegan sent me. I'm looking for a missing package.
Oh, you're the new guy. So this package. Pretty sure we know where it is. The guys that shot Ben are holed up in the Parsons Creamery, just north of here.
Who's Ben?
Who are these guys? Raiders?
Sure, assholes with guns. Although it's weird that they're still hanging around so close. Kinda like they're scouting this place or something. I don't like it. I'm glad you're gonna finally get rid of them.
Yeah, okay. I wasn't aware that I was just gonna be the one to get rid of them. Also, who's Ben? Who's Maria? What? What'd you find, boy? Ah. That's a good boy. That's a good boy. Romeo says, most of the complaints for the settlements weren't that it existed, but the too many plates aspect, like 2-3 settlements, would be good in my opinion. You can get set up, and you can set up supply lines between them. Like, I don't have a problem with the number of them. I just think that, all right, so, like, I don't have a problem with how many settlements there are. The only my problem is that there's nothing really unique about any of the settlements in and of themselves. Like, you can build them however you want. I think if you had specific goals to accomplish for each settlement, then it wouldn't be as monotonous. And while, yes, you'd be doing, you know, you'd be spinning many plates, but each one of those plates would be different. And each one of those settlements would have its own thing going on, its own characteristics that, you know. Yeah, I didn't ask you. Get out of my face, Maria. Annoying. Like, let's say you find a place like Red Rocket, okay? Red Rocket, there's no settlers there. It's completely empty. So a place like that, you could do whatever you want, right? Like, let's just say that's a settlement that's completely blank. Same thing with Hangman's Alley, completely blank. Do whatever you want there. They don't necessarily have to have their own goals or something. That could just be completely up to you. But there could be a suggestion of, like, let's say you go to Red Rocket and you go on the terminal, and the terminal's, you know, has something from, like, those guys that used to run the place, and maybe the guy said, like, you know, he leaves a note how their dream was to turn this into, you know, a hub of a food and liquor stop, you know, where people, you know, will come all over from all over the Commonwealth to gather and drink and, you know, have a good time or whatever. Well, then maybe you can take that as, well, then I'm going to make your dream come true even though you're dead. And that's what you turn Red Rocket into. But if you don't want to do that, you don't have to. And you don't have to do anything with any of the settlements. You could do whatever you want. But then on the other side of it, you're at a place like Sanctuary. Well, that's where Preston led his people to. So Sanctuary, you know, like the entire goal of Sanctuary could be to, like, yeah, let's actually make this a true homestead for people to live. You know, it doesn't, Romeo says you could turn it into a diner or something. Exactly. You know, and like Sanctuary wouldn't necessarily make that, like, you know, into just some blank slate. Like the whole point could be like, let's rebuild the homes, which you're doing in this game, but I'm saying, like, at least like Sanctuary would have specific goals. Rebuild the homes, you know, then maybe we need to build, like, you know, like while we're there, like build something for entertainment. Let's figure out, do we make a little bar there or some kind of a, you know, some kind of a lounge or something for people to, you know, to do, build the farm, blah, blah, blah. And different places having their own unique aspects about them that, you know, that you're going to focus on. Maybe you have a place that's like, you know, for the Minutemen, for instance, like looking like the castle, but you have a smaller settlement that's like, this could be a Minutemen outpost. And your main goal is to make it a highly defensive, strong outpost for the Minutemen to hold up in. So not just settlers, but actual Minutemen go there. And Minutemen patrols can emanate from that particular settlement. And instead of supply lines, it can work similarly to supply lines, but it's defensive lines. So you're sending them out of the castle and into these different outposts. Just gives you different things to do, you know. Romeo says, and the cool thing with how close Sanctuary is to Red Rocket, settlers could travel over to partake in whatever you created there, like a diner or an entertainment sector or whatever. And yeah, I like the Minutemen idea. Like, right? Like, I just think it's one of those things that could really, it can really boost. Why is this red? I didn't remember not being able to go right in the front door. But yeah, just little things like that I think would really make the whole point of having settlements, like, just grander, more, just give you more to do, just make it more exciting, and I think that would, you know, really solve the whole spinning plates issue, because then if you have specific goals to do with each place, it doesn't get monotonous. Maybe there's things out in, you know, in the Commonwealth or wherever the next game takes place. Maybe there's certain things we have to go find for your specific settlements to make them, you know, help accomplish whatever those goals are. Oh yeah, now I remember that there was a weird door or whatever we had to find. That didn't really help me at all. That dude freaked me out for a second.
Talk to Maria if you need anything.
Like, just for a moment, I thought there was like a random feral ghoul like wandering around. I was like, it's like, do I need to shoot whoever that is? Romeo says, I want either a Fallout in the Midwest or in another country. I want to know what's going on out there. Yeah, I think the only problem is with another country is that since most of Fallout, most of the games are, they're built around the whole idea of vault tech and vaults, and that's basically it's only in the United States as far as we know. Though it would be interesting to find out if there was, if vault tech had actually gotten involved in other countries, like that would be a thing. But I don't think that would really work with the canon of the story. That said, I don't know if you've heard of this, but there was a massive, like, full game-size mod that was being built for, that was going to be Fallout London. And the real shame is, as soon as Bethesda released this update for, current gen, and it changed the script reader and all that stuff, Fallout London, I think, was going to release 3 days after this update released. And since Bethesda never announced anything, it had, very far in advance that they were going to have this update, nobody knew it was coming. And the people who've been working on Fallout London have been doing it for years. And it's like it's heavily dependent. It's its own mod, and it works on a whole bunch of other mods that all these people have worked on. And it was heavily dependent on the script extender for Fallout 4. But as soon as they upgraded it, that script extender was no longer viable, and it killed a lot of the mods that people were using for Fallout London. And Fallout London was massive, absolutely massive. Like, it was a full game, basically. Had a whole lot of its own unique bits and bobs to it. It just, it looked like it was going to be incredible. It's worth looking up on YouTube. There's plenty of information about what was going to be featured and all that. And I don't know where the hell the entrance is. I don't remember where the hell I'm supposed to go to get in.
I already told you where the raiders are.
Never mind. I totally misunderstood what I was supposed to be doing. It's not in there yet. I don't go into that place yet. That's what the trick was. I think if they're going to do it in the Midwest, you know what I would actually like to see? I'd like to see them do it based around like Chicago. Because then you do have like you can do it similar to the Commonwealth. Like you have a big city, and then you've got plenty of surrounding areas, of small towns and whatnot to play with. It gives you a lot more options. But But I'm gonna have to call it for now. Been on here for like an hour and a half, but I will be on again tomorrow. Ajax has some work to do, but I walked around this stupid insane asylum not knowing what I was supposed to do, not knowing where to go in, until it dawned on me that I wasn't paying attention, and I gotta go to this other place to get the package. So that's what we're gonna do. But anyway, Romeo, good seeing you back on here. Good chat. Like, it's always fun to spitball these ideas on how to make future games fun, The aura of the asylum got to you. It did. It spun me out. But anyway, with that, I'm going to get out of here. I gotta take a run to the store, well, to Wawa, and then probably just watch some videos and lounge. But at any rate, we'll continue this tomorrow. So thank you so much for watching. Hope you're enjoying it, Vault Dwellers. If you haven't already, feel free to subscribe, hit the notification button, do all that YouTube stuff. And until the next time, as always, peace.